All right, so today I'm going to do a quick video on stretching the posterior hip. There are a number of muscles that lie deep into the back of the hip that act as external rotators of the femur. The more well-known muscle is called the piriformis muscle, and it originates off of the sacrum and moves laterally towards the top of the femur. Now, when it contracts, it acts as an external rotator of the thigh, but more importantly, the piriformis' role is to act as a stabilizing muscle of the sacroiliac joint. And a lot of people have instability in that joint, and so that muscle locks down to create the stability. And this is very common, and we see this in a lot of people, and it tends to affect one side more than the other, though both sides can be very tight. And so I'm going to show you a simple stretch that you can do that requires almost no energy or effort at all. And you can utilize this on a regular basis to help release some tension of that tight structures. So you're going to need to get close to a wall or a couch, something nice and solid. Place one foot up against the wall, and you're going to take your other leg and you're going to cross over so that the ankle is at the thigh just above the knee. Now, once you're in this position, we're just going to relax. So we want to be mindful that we're taking in full, complete breaths. You want to feel the expansion of the belly, the sides, and feel that low back expand into the ground as we inhale. And as we exhale, we want to let go and release. Have the arms out to the sides at about 45 degrees from the body, palms up. And you want to have the head and spine in a neutral position. So if we hyperextend through the neck and the chin is pointed up towards the ceiling, you're going to need a roll or a pillow of sorts to put at the back of the head to keep us in neutral. Now, when we're in this position, we can hang out here for 3, 4, 5 minutes easily until you start to feel a release of that tension and tightness in the back of the hip. If you want to access different angles or fibers, you can allow the legs to fall out towards the side, and you'll start to feel different lines of tension occurring. And wherever you feel a nice, comfortable stretch, that's where you want to hang out. Remember to breathe and relax. Time and gravity are going to be your friends with this particular stretch, so don't rush it. Relax and enjoy it. If you need to increase the stretch, move or scoot your body closer towards the wall. If you need to decrease the intensity of the stretch, scoot away from the wall until you find that comfortable space. Now, you can switch and do the other side, and you might find that one side is tighter than the other. So if that's the case, start with the tighter side, 3 to 5 minutes, do the other side for a few minutes, and then come back to that tight side for another 3 to 5 minutes. Now, in the event that it's an instability at the sacroiliac joint, which is causing that piriformis muscle to lock down, we need to have a follow-up approach to this stretch. If we only do this stretch and it feels good and gives us some relief, then wonderful. But pay attention, because sometimes this stretch feels good when we're doing it, but a few hours later or the next day, we start to feel a lot of discomfort and pain in the low back. And that's because we've created a more unstable sacroiliac joint by releasing that piriformis. Okay? The body is very smart at trying to do what it needs to do to create stability where there isn't any. And so if you stretch this posterior hip and you notice that your symptoms keep coming back, the tight low back, painful low back, sharp pains, there could be an instability, and we need to address that with some good stabilization corrective exercises. So a general rule of thumb is do some soft tissue work, stretch. Ideally, you want to do a more active stretching. This is considered passive stretching, but you can do active stretching, and then stabilization exercises. And that's a general rule of thumb that we follow for more creating stability in a situation where there's instability. So give this one a try. Hope you like it. See how it works. And thanks for watching. See you soon.